Today's Ween is brought to you by Francisco Amezcua, supporter of the cause. Francisco, thank you so very much. This is one of those pesky ones that on the recording it's in F, and on the when they play it live a lot it's in E. So I'm going to play the recording in F, but it only works as open position chords, so you're going to need to put a capo on the first fret if you want. If you don't have a capo, do all this stuff with no capo and it'll be right. So here we go. The opening iconic riff, we're going to go to the B string 4th fret relative the capo now, so that's actual 5th fret, but start 2 frets lower and slide up, and you're going to want to hear both the note you're plucking and the sloppy open E string. So go 4, 2, open, to G2, and then kind of bounce around between G and B, but leave yourself enough time to go on the G string 2, 1, 2, 1, and then slide up to 4 on G, and you're going to be hearing sloppily the open B string and the open E string now as well. 4, 3, it's the capo thing, I can't do the capo thing. 4, 2, 1, E. Woo! Alright, so here we go. On the E string, 4, 2, open, G2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 4, 2, 1, E. Alright, this happens twice. It goes A, da, 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 A, do, 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 to E. And on the E, sus4, thusly. And one more time. But the thing is, Ween seems to make a distinction here on that A section about root 6 bar chord A for half that A, and then it switches, I believe it switches to A suspended 2. I was watching live versions, and guitar Stratocaster guy was definitely here and then definitely here. I believe the second half of the A is a sus2, so open B string, but E is all just E like I said. So if you wanted to be super authentic, A like that, A like that, E. Don't know why I had to cut there, thought it went on longer. The mountains that you see is B minor now. A, E, with our... So it goes the A, E thing twice, and then the B minor A, E thing once, and that's one chunk. Then, of course, it goes back to the A, E thing, but there's a neat little lead line in there, and you're going to be reaching for the 4th fret relative the capo B string. 4, 5, 4, G6, and then again. And then the walk starts on B, okay, now not relative the capo, sorry, that's too much addition and subtraction, to 8, 6, 5, 3, open, this doesn't add up, but you know what I mean, right? Okay, relative the capo, 7, 5, 4, 2, open, G2, relative the capo, so... That lead part's pretty interesting. It's interesting because it's an A, relative the A chord, it's the B string 2 frets higher than the note that the B string should be when you play an A, right? That's the major 3rd, so that's the 4th, and this is the flat 5th. It's a Dean chord. It's an STP chord for this part of the song here. You could kind of combine them. You know, during the A, but unless you have freakishly long... you know, pinky fingers out there, you won't be able to on the E as well, but that's kind of a neat way to combine both the lead line and the rhythm line. And then it does the B minor A, E thing again, but at the end of the E there's an octave walk, so B minor, A, E, and then octave, so relative relative the capo now, 7 on the A string, 9 on the G string, and this one will, I'll call out this fret, and this one will move along in kind. So 7, 6, 4, 2, A, and then on the E string, 4, 2. And that's all you have time for, so... After the octave walk, we have a time signatures change. So from 1, 2, 3, 4 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I think even the guitar during this part does do that flat 5, or maybe not, and it's some other instrument, or it is the vocal melody. So you can do it or not, but go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, E. And then the second time it starts the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, E, and D. Rhythm section for the solo section. A, E, not like note for note or anything, but just to give you somewhere to start. The solo uses that same theme from that weird note chord, and that is the melody of the song as well. So on our B string 4th fret, relative to the capo, 5, 4, G6, and then you can kind of do G4 up to 9, relative to the capo, and B9. B becomes 10 sometimes. And then the same thing an octave higher, so do, let's say, the real actual fret now. Pretend there's no capo on there, just for this part. 17, 18, 17, 19. But then he goes down to the 14th fret of the G string, and then the 17th fret of the baby E string, down to the 15th fret, and then he does that theme in this key now. 15, 16, 15, B16. Oh, there's not even much more. We just did this one. Now do the same exact thing on the not relative to the capo now, sorry, 10th fret. And then he bends B10. And then he bends more stuff. So do something crazy at the end there. Cool. And that's it. Those are all the pieces. Francisco, thank you for adding to our Ween repertoire. Everybody else, thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed that. And I'll see you next time with more stuff. Goodbye.